Thomas Daigle is in Barbados' capital, watching it all unfold. Thomas, can you take us through what's happening there right now?
We've been listening to a speech from the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, who's just right now presenting an honor to probably the country's best-known citizen, Rihanna. Also, of course, here tonight, the new president of Barbados, who has been sworn in as the first president of this new republic, in the presence, of course, of Prince Charles as well, who is here representing his mother, no longer the head of state here. For many in this country, this night has been a long time coming.
Centuries in the making, this is one party for the ages. Long known as the Caribbean's Little England, but no more. Barbados is going off on its own and wants the world to know.
The inevitable is happening. The British monarchy has fallen like a leaf in autumn in Barbados.
Renowned for its sand and sun, this country has a cruel history. The English arrived on these shores nearly 400 years ago, imposing their rule on generations.
We sang God Save the Queen, and then there was a certain reverence for it. It was a colonial society.
Even in Ralph Jemot's living memory, apartheid was the unwritten reality. He wouldn't have felt welcome at this yacht club.
If you saw black people around here, they'll have nowhere to be workers, waiters, and the white minority, by and large, still controls the economic direction. They still have the wealth.
The hope is making Barbadians citizens of their own republic will make them feel in greater control of their own destiny, having for the first time a head of state from the black majority amid a global reckoning over racial injustice and colonialism.
Long time coming, and no time like the present.
It's just to know that the head of your state would be a Barbadian. That's important for morale.
It's like a mother-child, but now the child is going independence.
Child's grown up.
Yeah, growing up.
It's been a long road to get here, and it all began in the sugarcane fields. African slaves were forced to work in brutal conditions, a system developed by the British here and later exported to the southern U.S. Barbados wants reparations for the atrocities of slavery, and experts like Tennyson Joseph hope removing the British monarch will help bolster the case for compensation.
It actually was a black mark on Barbadian democracy. It was one thing to make a demand for reparations overseas, and yet on your own internal space you have not done anything to fully decolonize.
Barbados gained independence 55 years ago, but Queen Elizabeth remained head of state until now. So there will be no more inspecting the troops by a British monarch. And Prince Charles will never become king of this country. Still, he was invited here. He's even being awarded Barbados' highest honor, a parting gift of sorts. Some consider that an insult.
It sent a very, very bad message, because the Queen and her family benefited from slavery.
Wearing her country's colors, gold and blue, that's Sandra Mason, the first ever president of Barbados, until now the Governor General. She'll replace the Queen as head of state. Prime Minister Mia Mottley spearheaded the plan without putting it to a public vote.
Some ask, why now? Why a republic in the middle of a pandemic?
Choosing instead to move forward, confident of the public's backing.
Prime Minister for Canada, what message are you sending to other Commonwealth nations?
My message first and foremost is really to Barbadians. We're conscious that others will watch us, but we believe first that we need to complete the process of independence. If we are going to face the world with confidence, then we need to do so as whole as we can.
The day after independence happens, or the transition to a republic, how is that going to change the life of people in your country?
Bringing 396 years of British monarchical rule to an end says to every Barbadian boy and girl that they can be the best that they can be.
With the country's colors on display across the island, there's a sense of history being made. Generations after slaves had their lives stolen, their descendants are reclaiming what they can.
Now, the new president is addressing Barbados for the first time as president of this country. Prince Charles has spoken, and knowing that Barbados will remain a member of the Commonwealth, he told the crowd here that this country's partnership with the UK will endure. And crucially here, he also mentioned the appalling atrocity of slavery, which forever stains our history. That'll be of great interest for those in this country demanding reparations from the British. This country is now the world's newest republic. Adrienne.